This is why you read.
We're out here in the middle of the woods, literally. It's very primal. This is like where men should be. You know, exploring nature and bonding with one another, and doing things that we can go back home and serve and protect and lead our families with. I think it's a pretty good idea for every man, particularly a patriarch, a father, to know how to protect his family. And so that's what we're out here doing.
Learning a lot. Like, I've done a little bit of training here and there over the years, different firearms instructors, basic stuff, but this has been next level.
This is not the type of training that most guys, civilian men would ever have.
Right. So keep that breath going the whole time, okay? All right, so you guys come up here, you can move for me.
Not here, it's my second time here. I was here a few weeks ago as well. This is it's run by Rich Graham, ex-Navy SEAL. The setting is swampland, middle of fucking Florida, and it's like ultra Florida. It's like extreme Florida out here. It's awesome. Yeah,
Got it. Nice. So I went into the SEAL teams in 2000. I served for about 6 years with SEAL Team 10, and I was a sniper in the teams. And since I've been out, now I work with law enforcement, and we do private training and law enforcement training. We do it across the country, and now we're trying to bring more of it here to our facility in Florida. So from here, I'm looking at that big circle. I'm stabbing in, seat the buttstock. I'm looking over the sights at the big circle. And if you think of it like you're stabbing in, pulling the spear out, right? It'll go from these sloppier movements and go bring it in tighter.
Interesting doing a movement drill where you're doing just gun and barrel control. And knowing that normally in my previous experience, it's always been military related, and because we didn't work in teams, we weren't necessarily focused in on that. Now my team is going to be my family. How do I deal with small kids, and having kind of that centric focus kind of utilized for some of that conversation as opposed to a military conversation was actually very insightful for me.
Right now we're learning about violence, because family men need to understand violence and how to properly handle it, how to properly teach that and pass it along to their families.
I think it's important for every man to be able to defend himself, and it's very important, extremely important for every father to be able to defend himself, his wife, his kids, anybody else in the house when there's a home invasion.
Why are we here? Every one of us is sharing that, and the common theme is that each of us is trying to get better at what it is we're doing. So, Elliot Hulse, he's the big fitness guy. The guy, he's huge. Everybody knows him. And he's here learning. We're all here humbling ourselves, checking the ego and understanding that we're not the best at our craft, so let's go find the experts. Let's have them teach us at their craft how to get better.
Nice. All right, good. All right, let's switch.
And, it's not about being the smartest guy in the room, the smartest guy, on the field. It's about knowing who those smart guys are, going to them and listening. I'm a student today. All of us, we're students today, learning from the pros.
Not so as important with this type of gun as it is doing long distance shooting or pistol shooting. Okay? Then we're gonna...
I became a father at a pretty young age. I've got 4 children. My oldest is 14, and I'm going to be turning 40 soon, so we started when we was 23. I busted my ass building my business and trying to provide for my family, and I've done a pretty good job so far. And now I'm at the stage where my daughters are getting a bit older, and protection starts to creep into my mind. So, the providing and the provisions were cared for, taken care of, but at this point now I'm, stacking that with the ability to protect.
You're mounting your rifle like this. I'm a married man. I've got a 9-year-old son and a 6-year-old daughter. And that's what I want to talk about. And I'm not ashamed of that. I love my family. I love, what it is I'm doing. I love leading them every day, and I have different challenges. There are playboys out there. There are the MGTOWs. There are guys doing their own thing. And I have nothing against those guys, but that's not my path. And there are a lot of other men who've chosen the family path. So let's talk about it. It's not something to be like, oh, you're less of a man because you have children. Are you kidding me? Every single day you've got a responsibility, and that's how I take it. Every single day I need to improve. every day I need to, you know, continue to set the standard because those little eyes are always watching me.
I think there's something terribly masculine about a man taking on a man's mantle and responsibility of providing his family through safeguarding and protection and through dynamic, aggressive action. And there's nothing more dynamic and aggressive than lethal force. And that's what we're practicing today.
Men, that's what we do. We harness violence. And when you're sitting there and you're shooting a gun, you're like, this is raw power.
Let's go ahead and lock and load.
I don't know. I just feel like my T levels went up just looking at the gun rack. I mean, you're just like, this isn't Instagram. This shit's real, and you're gonna do it. And look at this hardware.
We've been shooting, been hanging out with military, and I got attacked by a dog.
Stand up, fight the dog as much as you want. Knee
Watch
him,
not us.
punch him, use the trees, the logs, try and pin him in. Do anything you want to with him. Okay?
He's gonna get you.
There you go. He is totally gonna rip you up.
Oh, he's already won.
This is his son, actually. This is Ratchet's son. So, and actually fight. If you just stand there, you get way more chewed up than if you fight with him. The other thing is watch your face. Take. Good. Hey. Hey. Hey, Ratchet. Never mind. Hey. Let's go. Booty out. Let's go. Woo.
Patriarchy.
Working together, they completely rely on one another and they trust each other. That's what we're doing with the dog. So we put the dog and the handler through really high stress together, and through that the bond develops. Yep. They learn to trust you, you learn to trust them, communication, all of that, and then they go.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been an awesome day. I'm really impressed. So the 21 Convention Patriarch Edition, our first ever fatherhood-focused event for fathers, grandfathers, and aspiring fathers like myself. I'm 30 here, not a father yet that I know of. That's coming up May 3rd to the 5th in Orlando, Florida.
Target yellow!
Target yellow. Target yellow down.
Well, the Patriarchy event is an event for fathers by fathers. And that's like the cop-out answer, because you're basically saying, all right, cool, dads are talking to dads. No, it's family men are talking to other men who have families.
Target yellow down.
Target black!
Target black.
We're going to be talking about woke fatherhood, so red pill fatherhood, which I think is pretty cool because a lot of the red pill stuff is mostly directed to single men and guys that are trying to understand the sexual market.
This is a 21 convention, which is normally very, very large breadth of material.
You can expect the best content in the world and the best speakers in the world on those subjects, on fatherhood, on marriage, on masculinity, on navigating divorce, on parenting, and all the issues surrounding those things, up to and including fitness, health, and self-defense.
The energy that's instilled, the information that's instilled, these dads are going to bring that to their family. they're gonna pass it on to their children. They're gonna pass it on to their wives, you know, whatever it is their situation. They're gonna go home charged and motivated.
Feel significantly or noticeably more confident in my ability to handle a firearm after today.
You guys, you didn't just dedicate hours of your lives to us that you're not going to get back. Like, you gave that to us. You know, you guys have a bunch of strangers rolling up saying we want to do a convention for fathers and patriarchy.
Yeah.
Let's shoot some guns.
Yeah.
Come on in.